You mentioned how transformational, AI has been at Thumbtack. But when it comes to like the home services, kind of market, how do you think it'll kind of, potentially change home services?
That's a good question. So the way I think about it is, one thing about Thumbtack, I keep saying this, but Thumbtack is rather a unique and special place because from the very beginning, we have kind of embraced AI, and we've been an AI company even before it was popular. For a long time, we have been AI native. But to come back to your question, I believe AI will fundamentally transform both Thumbtack and then the entire home services category in three powerful ways from my perspective. Number one is AI is dramatically improving the matching process between the homeowners and professionals. This is not, like I said, user expression, understanding what the user is trying to say is beneficial not just for the users, it is beneficial for the pro as well because it gives you a lot of rich information for the matching process. And you basically get much better leads through this type of AI powered process. And then on the other side, it also has powerful benefits for our professionals as well, because now they're getting much more richer information. They can estimate the time that it takes to complete a job better. They can estimate the price of a job better because now you're getting much more richer data on the user problem. And you also have much better understanding on the context of the user problem, right? For example, based on what the user is saying, you can simply make out that this user, they're just trying to replace a tank in their toilet versus replacing the whole thing. So you are much more prepared as a professional on what to expect when you actually go to the customer's place. And that also means that you can quote a much better price, and also for simple things, even like carrying the right parts to the place when you're kind of going there, it makes a world of difference. So that is the second thing. Um, Third is both for Thumbtack and for home services industry in general, or you can kind of extrapolate this to any type of marketplace in general. You're creating an entirely new AI. You're creating an entirely new set of value proposition through AI that was simply not possible before. Um, I have seen this. I'll give you another example. So the part that I come from, India, it's southern India, and southern India is very well known for its textile business. There is lots of people who export textiles from southern India, and one of the biggest issues that people always had was language issues. Even though English is predominantly spoken in India, there are different accents. Sometimes it's very hard to understand an accent. So people are now legitimately using LLM agents for, let's say, somebody who's in Japan to ask their questions in Japanese, and then that gets translated into the local language, Tamil. And then the person on the other side actually answers the question in Tamil, which is the local language. And then that gets translated into Japanese. And every time I visit India, I see the differences that LLMs can kind of make for even this simple type of transactions. Now merchants in India, the textile merchants have even gone multiple steps ahead. Now there are virtual fitting rooms, and now there are ways for you to actually figure out the product mix better. You can actually even go and see what type of yarn is kind of used for what type of product and so on and so forth. So beyond home services, beyond everything that we can think of, the universal truth is Gen AI has unleashed a new wave of transformative business value. I think that is fundamentally here to stay.